So film study time. So what I see in this play though is that I see a couple problems, right? Linebacker. Well, I'm not sure. Hold on, where we got? I think that's the Sam, right? So I wish I had a pointer. So on the defensive, on the strong side of the offense, it's almost like it's not a waggle, but it's almost like a flood to the opposite side. All the linemen take a what they call a false step, which is they're going away from where the play is to kind of do play action, right? And when you see that, you see I don't know who's on the field from a linebacker. No, this has got to be a second play. So this is Campbell and Trotter.
Campbell and Trotter.
Yeah,
who it should be.
Yeah, it's the second play of the game. So Campbell and Trotter are your linebackers. It looks like a base configuration defense. And then you have Sidney and Mukuba on the back. Sidney's to the left. If you're watching it, I'm sorry, to your right. And then to Makuba's up the top upper left corner.
Yeah, top of the screen is going to be Mukuba. Bottom of the screen is Brown. Correct. I believe that I don't know who's starting at top corner there. I can't remember if at this point it was Mac McWilliams, but I believe it's a Dory Jackson down at the bottom. As far as
if you notice, the bottom right of the 20, you got two players in the same position spot.
Yep.
Because Sidney bites really hard on the play action.
Yes,
right? He does. He really hard on the play action. So if that top receiver, I'm gonna say the X, you see him come up because whoever the corner is, he's giving him a huge cushion, right? That's almost 10
I think yards. That's a Dory Jackson there.
Yeah, so huge cushion. So the receiver's got free range to run. If that's a skinny post, that's the touchdown. I don't care.
From this view. Yeah, from this view.
Yeah. 100%. Sidney's not covering that ground. It might be a PI. He might get back. I don't know, but I think he's beat. If the receiver keeps running. He might recover though. You got to. It'll be a good ball to drop it in, and he regardless he bit hard. But if you look at the 20, the upper 20, you can see Makuba's instincts in this play.
He's already in full sprint. I mean, look at his body. He's already in full sprint by the time.
Right. So his recovery is great. So he bites just as hard as Sidney does. Right. They come down almost 4 yards, and then he breaks. So if Gabriel hits the drag coming across the middle right there, that's probably a good pickup.
That's free money. Yeah, that's free money right there.
Because Makuba's back is to the receiver.
Yep.
Right. So, but he doesn't hit him right there.
Takes it away here. He takes away I guess you could call it initial read if it was supposed to be there. I think the play by structure, if I had to guess, was probably that corner route to the post that you talked about from the beginning.
Yeah, so if Gabriel throws it here, he's going to get his receiver crushed.
He's going to get him killed.
Yeah, he's going to get him killed. So he doesn't throw it. So he kind of drags. He should have took off, really. But the Browns, if you see where Mukuba is, the Browns have 3 guys in like the same spot. So it's just not it's a broken play.
Very preseason-esque.
Very preseason game. But the split, right? I think, who's that? Okay. So 86, if you see on the play action 86 coming across on play action, you see a little bit of push from the end right there. He gets behind the end a little bit. The end, I don't know. I guess the outside linebacker up there, I guess that's his man because it crosses his face. It would be. It would be his man because if he rushes the passer, that's a quick dump off, right? And then you got a guy who could block Mukuba, and you could maybe get a big gain right there, right? So not a bad play by the outside linebacker to make the quarterback make a decision. So he throws it anyway, and you can see Mukuba sneaking right between them two. Right there, and it's cookies right there. We're out, right? We're
pick
out.
Six.
Pick 6 makes one little play, juke move, and then we're out. Second play of the game, beautiful play, beautiful recognition. But what I wanted to show this here is that to Ernie B's point, just the guy's recognition and knack for the ball and being a ball hawk.
How would you determine that? Like, me from a guy who's not on the field, you from a guy who's, played in the trenches. When you've got a defensive back that has a knack for the football, is there a better way to put it? I mean, the only thing I can think of is the kid's just a baller. You know what I mean? Like he understands where the ball is going to go, and his body is moving to that point almost seemingly before he can think. You know what I mean? And I'm not trying to grant Mukuba as, this all-star, all-pro, Pro Bowl. I'm just I think this was the first time we were able to see what I have said before, which was I firmly believe this dude plays like Gardner Johnson did in this defense, and like he still will. Gardner Johnson's still young, he's still a good football player, but I just think that, just because we drafted him in the second round, everybody thought right from day one this kid was just going to hit the ground running. His frame is not set for that, as well as he was pick 64, man. I mean, this isn't, he wasn't pick 33 saying, second round pick, this kid's got to get on the field. Everything I've told you this kid can do, he showed it in one play. And I just think that if this can translate into real game action outside of the preseason, and the kid can stay on the field, obviously, I just think I don't want to say it like that, but they replaced Gardner Johnson with a highly replicable player if it works out.
Yeah, you know what? Looking at this play, this is good communication on the back end from a lot of young guys, because whoever this bottom corner is, right?
It's Adoree, who's a veteran, so he should know where to be.
I'm thinking my head is telling me that he's yelling to pass that off.
Yes.
Or drag, or yelling something out. And even this, and even the linebacker, I'm going to say that's Trotter. It looks like
Trotter's the one that overcommitted because Campbell's the one that follows him to the end zone.
Yeah, but I think Trotter's hand is pointing.
Yep.
I want to say that's Trotter's hand pointing. So good communication, good recognition by the guys. And even, you put your player in a good position. He drives on the ball hard. He's got nowhere to go, really. It's just a bad throw. Should have been a throwaway or get, run up and get a couple of yards. Yeah, he should have took it. And run to the sideline and get.
He was dealing with a banged up hammy though, so I mean,
Yeah. So, but no, I mean, like you said, I think it's a great play. I think in my head, he is your starter day one. Day one starter will be.
I think he should be, but I think fans need to come with the understanding that this is a trial by fire.